ABC, Rock Chica here. Gonna show you a box of 45's. For those of you who are wondering, this is what we're listening to in the back. I showed this on the Colin Medicine Horse Halloween thread. That way you get a little taste of it. Picked this box up the other day at the flea market, $5. First I thought it was just the box, which I was fine with the $5 price on that. However, it is packed full of 45. So I already kind of went through them, but I thought y'all would enjoy seeing what's in here. Some really interesting records. And I know it kills me to have them stuck in here so tightly, but let's gently get some of these out. We'll start. George Jones. She's Lonesome Again with The Race Is On. United Artist. The Chordettes. We Should Be Together. Backed with No Other Arms, No Other Lips. The Supremes, Stoned Love. And what is this? Shine On. Young World by Rick Nelson. I'm pretty sure that's Ricky Nelson. And Summertime on the Imperial label. Bridge Over Troubled Waters by Simon & Garfunkel, and Keep the Customer Satisfied. Let's get some more out. I have Eve of Destruction, Barry Maguire. And What's Exactly the Matter with Me? Dickie Lee, More or Less on the Smash label. And back with Patches. Ernest Tubb, It's for God and Country and You, Mom. Oops. On Decca. After the Boy Gets the Girl. Don't Forget I Still Love You, Bobby Martin on the Coral label. On the outside, it's the first time I've seen this Coral label. Gene Thomas, The Puppets. And back with Peace of Mind on the United Artist. Melinda label, or Melinda Records. It's the first time I'd seen this one. Have a Heart by Bob Lominack, backed with Heart Wrecked on a Lonely Sea of Tears. It's got to be country western. Only Be True to Me by J.P. Robinson on Alston Records. This is the plug side, so this is the A side. And I've Got a Long Way to Go. Ray Price, That's All That Matters. Burning Memories. I Should Be Getting Better by Brian Hyland on the ABC Paramount. This one is Ginny Come Lately. The Happy Whistler by Don Robertson. And You're Free to Go. Donna Fargo, Second Choice, backed with Mockingbird Hill. Ray Price, A Thing Called Sadness, backed with Here Comes My Baby, Back Again. And this one here, Wondering, Roy Orbison, and Right Away, Roy Orbison on the MGM label. So apparently these were Shirley's records. Okay, ready? Gene Thomas, The Last Song, backed with Bobby and the Boys. I like this label. Here, whoops, almost. Dial. Hold What You've Got by Joe Tex. And Fresh Out of Tears, Joe Tex. Another Smash label by Roger Miller, King of the Road, and Attaboy Girl. Staff Sergeant Barry Sadler in the U.S. Army Special Forces, The Ballad of the Green Berets. And this is Letter from Vietnam. Twixt 12 and 20, Pat Boone. Rock and Roll Weevil. Oh, Rock Boll Weevil. Rock Boll Weevil. Four Tops, I Can't Help Myself. Backed with Sad Souvenirs. On the Wand label, we got Money by the Kingsmen. Backed with the Bent Scepter, the Kingsmen. The Drifter, There Goes My Baby. Backed with Oh My Love. Let's see what else we got here. Olivia Newton-John, Home Ain't Home Anymore. Backed with I Honestly Love You. Talk Back Trembling Lips, Johnny Tilston. Backed with Another You, Johnny Tilston. Sooner or Later, Webb Pierce. Backed with Cowtown. Here's an old label, Fury Records, Listen My Darling by Wilbert Harrison. Backed with Kansas City. I wonder if that's a remake. Home in the Sky, Cat Stevens. Backed with Another Saturday Night. On the Dalton label, Mr. Blue, The Fleetwoods. Backed with You Mean Everything to Me, The Fleetwoods. Things Have Gone to Pieces, George Jones. Backed with Wearing My Heart Away. The Three Bells by the Browns. Backed with Heaven Fell Last Night. And on the Minute audition record, Anything for You by Johnny Salis, I think that is. Backed with Deep Down in My Heart. It's the first time I've seen that label. Got some white label promos going on here. Tammy Vincent. Again, this is the plug side. If It Hadn't Been for You. Backed with When I Fall in Love. White label promo there. Here's another one. The Blue Boys, Without Love. This is the plug side. Backed with She's Wild as the Wind. On Pioneer Records, out of New York, New York. In special arrangement with Folkway Records. One Day As I Rambled, I Will Never Marry. Who's this by? Promo, not for sale. And on the back, Skip to My Lou. Sung by Pete Seeger. How do you like that? Let's go back to this side. Who is this? Sung by Pete Seeger. It's a Pete Seeger record there. Pioneer Records. Filmways Records. Put Your Love to the Test, Malcolm Hayes. Promotional copy. Backed with I Gotta Be With You, Malcolm Hayes. Doesn't say which side's the A side. And this one's really great. Stewart Wildlife Recordings Inc. out of Waco, Texas. This is Fawn Deer Distress Cry. Calls bobcats, wolves, coyotes, and doe deer. So if you're out hunting, you got your record player going, you can put this on there. And on the back you have a kid goat distress cry. which calls bobcats, wolves, and coyotes. So, may play that for y'all next Halloween. On Imperial Records, Snake in the Garden by Jerry Howard. This is a white label promo. Backed with My Every Heartbeat. Surfer Joe, The 45's. Backed with Wipeout. Classic. And Spirit on the Ode record label. 1984. Written by Randy California. Backed with Sweet Stella Baby. The only thing is right here it's got a little chip, if you can see that. So just have to be careful when I clean that up and put that on. On the Monument record label, Roy Orbison with Bob Moore's orchestra and chorus, Leah, and back with Workin' for the Man. Les Baxter, some Exotica in here. Medic, backed with, let's see what we got. Unchained Melody. That should be interesting to hear. On the Edison International label, I Want to Go Home, Jackie DeShannon. And this is a white label promo. Backed with So Warm. On the Argo label, Troubles, Troubles by Clarence Henry, Frogman. Back with Ain't Got No Home. The Righteous Brothers on Philly's record, There's a Woman. Backed with You've Lost That Lovin' Feelin'. We all know which one's the A side on that. On the Wand label, The Haunted Castle, The Kingsmen, backed with Louie Louie. On the Warwick record label, Buckeye by Johnny and the Hurricanes. Backed with Red River Rock. Another Righteous Brothers, Hung on You. Backed with Unchained Melody. Could do a side-by-side with the Les Baxter cover. And this one's really cool. Luniverse Records. Martian Melody by Martian Symphony Orchestra. So I'm definitely going to have to clean this one up. Listen to that. Backed with Flying Saucer the Second, a Buchanan and Goodman production. So not a whole lot of info. Not sure if it's in Discogs. So if y'all have any information on the Luniverse record label, let me know. Breaking Up is Breaking My Heart, Roy Orbison. Backed with Wait. On the Red Bird label, It's Easier to Cry, the Shangri-Las. Backed with Remember. Chug-a-Lug by Roger Miller. Backed with Reincarnation. Larry Gatlin and the Gatlin Brothers Band. The Whole Wide World Stood Still. That's what's going to happen on Tuesday. And Houston Means I'm One Day Closer to You. Next up, Al Dean and the All-Stars on the Kicker label, Jalisco. Backed with Cotton Eye Joe. And this is on a... And this label's out of Freer, Texas. How do you like that? Venus record label. Every Night by Gene Thomas. Backed with Sometime, Gene Thomas. And down to the last of the stack. Okay, from Joe, Mean Mr. Mayo, Where Are the Boys, Connie Francis. Backed with No One. Born Too Late by the Ponytails. Backed with Come On Joey, Dance With Me. Gordon Lightfoot, Sundown. And Too Late for Praying. I'm Gonna Be Strong by Gene Pitney. Backed with Issa Domini. Don't know. My Eyes Are Jealous by Little Jimmy Dickens. Backed with May the Bird of Paradise Fly Up Your Nose. That's a good one. Okay, Little Jimmy Dickens. Looking Through the Eyes of Love, Gene Pitney on Music Core. Backed with There's No Living Without Your Lovin'. And last but not least, The Highwaymen, Santiano, backed with Michael. So that's it. Box of 45's, $5. Thanks, VC.